If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 72 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. We have been selected for the second leg in the round of 16 of the Europa League against Fiorentina. We weren't involved in the first leg and we got a 2-0 defeat, so it is backs against the wall for us in this one. It's going to be a really difficult game, but we'll try our best to get ourselves through to the quarterfinals if we can. As such, we probably won't be selected for the equally, in fact, if not more important game against Chelsea in the Barclays Premier League, considering how tight the BPL title race is. I haven't checked this email yet to see if we've actually been selected for the England game upcoming. We'll have a look and see. We have not been selected by the England manager for the England squad, so that's actually a good thing. That means we can have a rest before the game against Newcastle, but unfortunately we're not really, I don't think, unless we can put this game safe in the first half, going to be able to have enough stamina to play against Chelsea. The manager might risk us, I don't know. We're just going to have to play this one by ear, but if we can get a good start here, see, we're not even fully fit for this game. We're just not going to stand a chance of playing against Chelsea, unfortunately. But make sure you drop this video a like rating if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. The West Ham career mode will have gone up earlier on this afternoon, so check that out if you missed it on the channel page, or any other videos you may have missed over the past few days. But for now, let's concentrate on the here and now, and the here and now is a Europa League round of 16 tie. Valero fires it into Mario Suarez. Was a goal scorer in the first leg, Mario Suarez, as was this man, Giuseppe Rossi, who's in behind at the beginning of this game. Whoa, you should have squared that. He should have squared it. Babacar was waiting in the middle to tap it into an empty net. You can see right there, all he's got to do is square that across, and that's 1-0 Fiorentina. And, well, they really would be home and dry if they make it 1-0 here, because that would, obviously we already have 2 away goals to contend with, so if they score, that means we need, well, I guess we need 3 anyway, so it wouldn't necessarily have changed things too much, but just as a psychological thing, to go 1-0 up and then you're 3-0 down on aggregate and you've only got less than 90 minutes left, it's not exactly the way to start a game like this, is it? But fortunately they didn't score. You never know, if we can catch them on the counter-attack properly here, we may even score ourselves. Sacco does have Abubakar in the middle to aim for. He's going in on a nice run here, but he's run straight into Bernadeschi and they've cleared it. What a waste. Should have crossed it, my man. Never mind, Holgate's won that header. I'll call for it from Darren Gibson. I'm going to get the turn in. Oh, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I was going to try and shoot from distance, I will be honest. Here's Gerard Deulofeu. He can't beat the Fiorentina man either. Borja Valero steals it off him. Now it's time for Giuseppe Rossi to set up a counter-attack, but they're just being conservative for now, trying to keep possession, although that's not gone too well in that particular highlight, has it? Gibson out wide to Gerard Deulofeu. Is the cross going to come? Mason Holgate's been played in. Waiting for the ball. We're waiting for the ball in the middle. It's going to use Darren Gibson. Quickly gives it to Besic. Come on, lads. I'm waiting for it here. Gibson's going to give it to me. Wasn't the best of balls, so I'll actually give it back to him. Or, you know, give it to Abubakar, who's in, who gives it to Gibson. You have to finish that. There's no excuse, Darren Gibson. None whatsoever. That would have been the perfect way to get ourselves back into this tie as a whole, and he's missed the target from 10 yards. No excuses, Darren Gibson. That was not good enough. Besic to Sacco, to me. Sacco's made a great run. A great run. Can he get on the end of my ball, though? It was a bit heavy. It's a decent cross. Gave a great opportunity for Darren Gibson at the back post to get onto it, but he wasn't able to arrive at the right time. Deulofeu with the throw, though. Looks like he's going to go back to Mason Holgate, and he has done. Brings it down well. There's not really much of a gap there to get it to me. Deulofeu has done. Again, we'll lay it down the line for the return ball. Deulofeu loves a solo run. He's still going here, Deulofeu. He's run out of space. Mario Suarez pokes it clear, but win that header, Besic. He has done. Mason Holgate, get it back out wide, or drill it to me. That'll do. We'll give it inside to Darren Gibson. Besic, work it to Gibson again. There's Sacco waiting. Gibson goes solo, and his second chance of the game flies past the post as well. Half an hour played. It's still 0-0 in this second leg. Valero looks for the ball over the top. Player was offside that was looked to be receiving it, but Gibson's played me in and will knock that. Was meant for Deulofeu, but Abubakar can go and get it if he wants. Cross might come in, maybe. I'll drop to the edge here, see if he can play me in. Here's Mason Holgate. Had to use Abubakar again because of the defensive positioning from Fiorentina has been very good here. Is a cross eventually going to come in? We're running out of time here, lads. We need at least 2 goals just to take it to extra time. Darren Gibson's done well to intercept there. Abubakar to Besic. Tackled by Mario Suarez, though. Not good enough here in this away leg so far. Babacar could go down the line to Giuseppe Rossi and has done. committed challenge from the defender, but nowhere near it. And that's going to be a free kick to Fiorentina in a dangerous position. He's not going to get a booking here, Funes Mori, though, which is lucky. Changes being made, not too sure by who. We've made one change, and Morales came on at half-time for Bakary Sacco. We've brought on Leandro Rodriguez for Abubakar. Are you sure? Clearly, the manager is favouring the Barclays Premier League against Chelsea over the Europa League. I mean, you can understand that with the opportunity we have to win the Barclays Premier League, but if you've got the opportunity to win a treble with the BPL, FA Cup and Europa League, surely you'd go for the treble. I don't understand that. It's such a very negative mindset from Roberto Martinez. Never mind. That's what you have to just take with a pinch of salt in player career mode. You can't make the big decisions yourself. You just have to do what you can on the pitch. Darren Gibson again. He's had all the chances in this game. Another one that he smashes high and wide. We could, if he'd buried all the chances he'd had, be ahead on aggregate. Borja Valero has options, but one of which is to take it around the defender. Here's Badej, has the shot, off target, hits the side netting. Tim Howard quite comfortable there, but we've got 18 minutes to score at least 2 goals, if not 3. We need to score at least 2 to take it to extra time, at least. And now we've been moved to left centre mid. Oh, what have you done, manager? What have you done? Roberto, what have you done? We'll give that to Delafeu, playing down the line. Is a cross coming? It is. Leandro Rodriguez underneath it, perhaps over the top of the bar. Clear-cut opportunities have come time and time again in this game, and it's just not been good enough. It's not been good enough, and we've been moved to right centre mid in a 4-4-2. Presumably Besic is going to get replaced sooner rather than later. If not, that's another ludicrous decision by Roberto Martinez. 15 minutes to go. Brian Oviedo with a throw. This is coming my way. Get the turn in. I'm going to hit it from distance. Oh, can you believe it? Oh, my days. That is the best shot from distance we've had in our entire career, and it hasn't ended up going in the back of the net. Oh, neither has that! Mason Holgate. Oh, I can't. I've no words. I've absolutely no idea how we haven't scored there. I hit the post/bar, then it goes back out, and Mason Holgate or someone, whoever had that header in the middle, may even have been Leandro Rodriguez. I was too much of a fluster to be able to figure out who it was that actually had that shot. Funes Mori into Besic to Ross Barkley. Is it going to squeeze over the line? No, it still won't go in. We are not destined to go through in this competition. It's just not meant to happen. It really isn't. We couldn't have had any more clear-cut opportunities, and we couldn't have missed them any more poorly than we have done. There goes the final whistle. Despite our numerous attempts on goal, not necessarily some of them on target, we are out of the Europa League, unfortunately, at the round of 16 stage. Sadly, we're not going to be adding a European trophy to our trophy cabinet, or a winner's medal to our trophy cabinet, despite apparently 2 shots and none on target. Fiorentina get through with a 0-0 scoreline there, and a 2-0 win in the first leg. I don't know how. I don't know how we've not been able to get ourselves at least into extra time there, if not winning it outright on the night. But never mind. We'll pick ourselves up. Leighton Baines is back. Apparently that's good, but presumably we won't be selected for Chelsea. We have been. I'm going to be so tired for this game. I mean, it is a massive tie, but I mean, what is my fitness going to be like? About the same as it was for Fiorentina, actually. Fair enough. Barkley playing wide left to start. Lennon wide right. Junior in at centre mid. Holgate tired. Funes Mori tired. Myself and Abubakar not 100% fit either. But this is a game we cannot afford to lose. Junior to me. I've barely got anybody to aim for on this left-hand side, but Abubakar's made a nice run. He's up against the back line on his own. Go on, Ross, make me a run around the outside, will you? Eventually? Yes, there we go. Good lad. Right, Abubakar, get in the middle for the cross. There is the cross. It's not to Abubakar. It's straight to Azpilicueta, but I'll call for this from Mason Holgate. I'm tempted to have a shot. I won't. I'll give it to Abubakar. He might have a shot. He has, but it's been well blocked by the back line. Chelsea have Mats Hummels at centre-back alongside Gary Cahill and Nathan at cam, with Sturgeon out wide right. Nathan, as you remember from the Chelsea career mode we played earlier on in the season, or earlier on in the FIFA year, so to speak, is an extremely talented youngster who will cause us no end of problems if he's as good in my player as he was for me in the Chelsea career mode series. So we'll have to keep an eye on him, and somehow we've got to find a way past Mats Hummels as well at the other end. Matic, Ramirez to Costa. Hazard. This is nice football by Chelsea. Mason Holgate seemingly hesitating when putting in a challenge on Hazard. Funes Mori doesn't do such a thing and is able to get the ball out for a corner. It's going to be Matic to take. Not the obvious choice for someone to take a set piece, and Cleverley's going to head it straight back to him, and he can have another crack from the corner spot. See what he can do again, or from the corner triangle, shall we say, quarter circle, I don't even know. Hummels across to Gary Cahill, 1-0 Chelsea. The two centre-backs combine from a set piece. Nice flick on. Why Hummels is number 51, I'm not sure. All right, Gary Cahill, there's no need to blow me a kiss. But still, Chelsea 1, Everton 0. That is not a good result or good start to this game with regards Al Barkley's Premier League title hopes, to be completely honest. Today's episode, not really going the way we want it to, is it? Baines in the gap to Tom Cleverley. There's Junior waiting on the edge, but he's not been able to find him, or anyone for that matter. Cross comes in, Cahill clears, Barkley recovers. Tom Cleverley, I'm just dropping just to try and find a bit of space to maybe find a pass. Here is the ball at my feet. We'll fire that to Lennon. Good first touch, but Hummels recovers to get a challenge in. Barkley gets it back down again. Eventually we'll get it under control. We'll give that in there. No, Ramirez gets in, but Baines has picked up on the loose ball. Good save by Thibaut Courtois. Needed to be made. That was a good strike from Leighton Baines. We'll see if we can get anything from the corner instead. Lennon to take. Not really going to be an aerial threat, so we may as well take the corner. Although if these corners are going to be that poor, then we may as well not let him take any corners in future, and we just put him in the box and try and win a header. 1-0 down at half-time. Barkley, heavy first touch, but for some reason Matic let him get onto it. Never mind, we'll rush around the outside. Oh wow, we're in the box. I see the pass. I've got to square it. Ross Barkley 1-0, not 1-0, 1-1. That's our 30th assist of our career, apparently. I don't understand how Aspi let me get past him so easily. It was a terrible attempt at a tackle. Gary Cahill mistimed his challenge as well. Well done from Barkley as well, actually. Keeper was going one way and he just put it back the other. It wasn't the best of passes from me. It was slightly behind him, but he's done well to adjust his feet and get the ball into the back of the net. An equaliser that we so desperately needed. And now there's plenty of time left to see, just maybe, we could get a winner. Diego Costa out wide to Eden Hazard. Is he going to turn inside again? He's going to cross it early. Ramirez with a header. That was not far away. Chelsea getting dangerous now on the counter-attack. As we push forward to try and get ourselves a winner, we might be leaving ourselves open at the back. Hopefully we don't leave ourselves too open so that they can get themselves a goal to go back in front. But I'm not too confident at present. Mason Holgate's been replaced by Tyus Browning. So we've made a change at right back. Still got Aaron Lennon at right mid. No sign of Deulofeu so far in this one. Still Ross Barkley on the left as well, but I don't know what's going to happen in the last 20 minutes. I have absolutely no idea whether we'll stay at 1-1. They could go and score 2. We could maybe go and score 1. I couldn't predict it, to be completely honest. Junior, cleverly, I'll call for it. Junior's made the run again. My touch is terrible, so I'm not going to be able to play him in, but we will give it to Aaron Lennon. I'm running very low on stamina now. Lennon with a drilled cross. Oh, Aruna Kone arriving at the back post. Apparently that's going to be a goal kick, not a corner. Must have just come off Kone last. That could have been a great opportunity to make it 2 on Everton, actually. Brilliant ball across by Aaron Lennon. Just not quite able to get there, Aruna, at the back post. Corner for Chelsea, just over 5 minutes to go. They've just put on Robert Lewandowski for Nemanja Matic. Wowzers, fair enough. I don't know what formation they're playing now. Surely they haven't put Lewandowski at central defensive mid. We'll have a look at player ratings. That should be the full team, shouldn't it? No, they've gone 4-4-2. Ramirez, Van Hinkel, Pedro and Hazard with Lewandowski and Diego Costa up top in a 4-4-2. We have barely any stamina left and we're completely shattered, but if Barkley could play Kone in, I'm going to bust a gut to try and get there. Aruna Kone, clean through, clean through, clean through! I have no words. Oh my God, how many chances do we need in today's episode to score goals and we just cannot do it? Aruna Kone's got the whole box to himself and he can't even find the target, let alone draw a save out the goalkeeper or maybe perhaps even score a goal. We're not going to get a better chance than that ever, I don't think, to get ourselves a win at Stamford Bridge. Aruna Kone has cost us 3 points there. There goes the final whistle. It's going to end Chelsea 1, Everton 1. That could have been, as was with the Fiorentina game, could have been so much better. Unfortunately wasn't, but at the same time it could have been so much worse. If we hadn't been able to find the equaliser through Ross Barkley, then that could have been our title challenge over. That's our 120th game completed now in this series today. We are 87 rated still, but probably well on our way towards 88 rated now that we've had those extra accomplishments given to us. We will do a little bit of training simulation as well before we get to the Newcastle game. And we may, in fact, if we have a good training session now and then another good training session in a week's time, with the international games coming into effect this next week, we might maybe sneak ourselves up to 88 rated in today's episode. We'll have to wait and see, but that's going to bring today's episode to a close in a few moments. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as is always the case. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days as well, whether it be earlier episodes from this series or the West Ham Career Mode series that went up earlier on this afternoon and has been going up throughout the week. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at the league table, and we are still level on points, so that was a huge result. If we'd have lost, then we would have been 3 points behind, and goal difference would have been wider than just the +1. So it was crucial that we got the equaliser there, but with 7 games to go, the title race could go any which way. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description down below, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well if you like. But for now, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.